Hello friends, this is Dr. John WorldPeace JD coming to you from Albuquerque, New Mexico, home of the atomic bomb, home of the ETs, and the land of enchantment. I'm an independent voter, not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm the only global advocate for peace and world peace in the world human society. There has never been a global advocate for peace. The most well-known peace advocates were focused on local issues. Gandhi with the independence of India from England, Mandela with apartheid South Africa, and Martin Luther King with civil rights in the United States. Gandhi was the premier peace advocate. He was assassinated on January 30th, 1948. My mother was born on January 30, 1927, and was pregnant with me when Gandhi was assassinated. I was born on April 24th, 1948. I declared myself the only global advocate for peace and world peace when I changed my name to John WorldPeace on Good Friday, April 1, 1988. I have no peers in the global peace as a global peace advocate. My flagship website, johnworldpeace.com, has 43,000 pages on it. I have written and self-published 150 books on Amazon.com, and all my books are listed there. I have no peers as a global advocate. I have degrees in insurance, political science, accounting, and law, and my career has been self-employed in insurance, accounting, tax law, and web design. I'm not an airhead. I'm a member of Mensa, which means my IQ is in the top 2%. I am not a Vietnam veteran, I'm a veteran. 1970-72 as an infantry sergeant serving in Italy and attached to the NATO forces at Southern European Task Force. I'm a polymath. No one has my credentials as a global peace advocate. I'm the only advocate for Jesus Christ, per John 14:26. No Christian preacher or priest has challenged me on this since I changed my name in 1988. I'm a follower of the teachings of Jesus, but I'm not a corporate religionist of any stripe. I've written about a dozen books on Christianity, and you can find those at King of Kings, LordofLords.com. I'm white by birth. I'm a radical liberal left follower of the radical liberal foundational message of Jesus Christ to feed the hungry, heal the sick, shelter the homeless, or go to hell. Matthew 25:31, those are the red letter out of Jesus' mouth statements. This is a message that Donald Trump curses every chance he gets. The message of Donald Trump and the ruling MAGA majority of the Republican Party is one of white racism in American politics. Donald Trump is a great white hope. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas, and lived there most of my life. My father was a radical, white, racist Republican. I have written a book, Raw White Racism, about my personal experience with racism all my life, and for sale on Amazon.com. Racism is not a sustainable mindset in the world human society. My political position is grounded in the question, how can we increase the level of peace in the world human society if we do not include everyone, all races, all religions, all nationalities, all genders, all physically and mentally challenged humans in our vision of peace? And the answer is we cannot. World peace is an all-inclusive democratic mindset. All memberships in all human organizations or society is based on an exclusive, elitist mindset and is an impediment to increasing the peace in the world human society. The world human society is saturated in existential globalism issues. The primary global issue is the environment and climate change and the use of fossil fuels for energy, which affects every human being. Climate change and its foundation, fossil fuels, is the most existential threat issue in the world human society. We either solve this issue on a global level or everyone dies. Once certain scenarios are set in motion, everyone dies, and the following issues become irrelevant. Second global issue, artificial intelligence. Control of raw materials, justice, weapons of mass destruction, primarily nuclear bombs, subordination of women, viruses and plagues, drug abuse, the predatory DNA of Homo sapiens, the predatory nature of capitalism and communism. An 11th issue is claims as to whose side God is on. The 12th issue is the level of peace in the world human society, and yet there's not a single university in the world human society that offers a BA, MA, PhD curriculum in peace studies. The creation of a peace studies curriculum is my primary focus for the rest of my life. There are many more global issues, but the point is that those who reject and curse the reality of issues of globalism and the need to resolve them are impediments to increasing the level of peace in the world human society, and are just brain dead, living in elitist fantasy which will bring on their personal doom within the globalism fact. Without a discussion of the above and many other issues, we have an unsustainable world human society. Fossil fuels and artificial intelligence are the two most existential threats to human life on Earth. Lastly, there must be one person who represents all opposing individuals and communities to Donald Trump. This does not mean that everyone is involved in every issue, but it does mean that all issues must be represented by one person. If there's no such person, all issues will be ignored by Donald Trump. No president has the time to listen to each and every peace group, but a president will have to listen to one person who is designated as spokesperson for all the peace groups. It is all about numbers. No peace group has enough voters to influence the president, but all peace groups represented by the same representative will get the president's attention. Let me state here a simple fact. There's no cabinet position in the U.S. for a Department of Peace, and never has been. So that means the president intends to ignore any peace issues and as they're relevant. So there must be one person outside the president's cabinet to demand the attention of the president and all the presidents in the world human society to consider the effect of every policy on every level of peace in the world human society. I've been waiting for a month to see exactly how Donald Trump was going to crank up his second administration, and it is a dead end. His position is not sustainable. He is a racist, he's a fascist, and none of those kinds of governments last in the world human society. This is Dr. John WorldPeace. Thank you for your attention. Have a good day.